So in keeping with the credential conversation, my name is Ben Spierman. I am the son of Leonard's wife, Helene Williams Spierman Lehrman, which means I guess I'm the step-grandson? Yeah, that's right. I have just a few things I wanted to say here today. My specific memories of Nat include singing with Nat as a two-person bass section in a lot of Leonard's music, and my job was to have a very active right elbow when Nat was singing an octave below everyone else. And I really have decided that this was partially intentional, because, I'd be singing, he'd be singing, and I'd go, and he'd look at me, and I'd look at him, and he'd go, little smile on his face. I'm like, you know you're doing this. You just want me to elbow you in the guts for reasons I do not understand. So there's that, and we probably, I don't know how many things we sang together, probably 10 or 15 times, and always the and always the and always the always that. Another memory I have is of dinners at Leonard and my mom's house, where there would always be sort of a kids' table, but the kids were Nat and Emily, my aunt Cynthia and her boyfriend Jack, and Hannah and me, my wife Hannah and me. And those conversations were some of the most enjoyable times, possibly irreverent. Nat had the ability, and Emily too, to be reverent and irreverent at the same time, which is very rare. I thought of one other thing that I thought of that I wanted to just read, and it's a poem that most people have probably heard. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. The wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning. They do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved that on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my Father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. This was written by a man, Dylan Thomas, who did not reach the age of 40. And it's just so ironic to me that to think of this in the context of someone who never got to reach those ages, talking about people who did. And the greatest thing about that is that the charm was always there as he raged. He would rage, but he would be charming. And that's a very rare trait. For me personally, I didn't get a chance to know either of my grandfathers. I have two parents, Michael Spierman and Helene, with all the last names, who are very, very notable, memorable people. And I knew both of their mothers well, but I didn't know their fathers. And so I definitely found myself gravitating towards that experience with Nat. The experience of that, the glint in the eye with the elbow in the guts. And the knowledge that yes, he always had the raised fist, but he always had the caring, loving hand. And that combination is very rare and something to be treasured. So I have all these different thoughts, but mainly the two thoughts I come back to are the reverence and the reverence at the table with my aunt, as my aunt might have had a second or third glass of wine, and the experience of singing with him, but also just as Leonard said, he was always there. He was always there for Leonard. He was always there for Mom. He also, their gift, Emily and Nat's gift to us when we got married, Hannah and I, was framing our ketubah And I see it every day, and there's a solidity to that. And the frame is a very underappreciated aspect of a work of art. And what Nat gifted to us was that solidity of that thing that holds it all together. And that was Nat.
Oh.